Are we gonna do a GTA right now?
It's pretty right.
Hmm.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. When your hands are bigger. And you're not pooping your pants all the time. It's alright.
Yeah, you
Everybody
can't
does
be
it.
on here playing guitar with no pooping pants hands. I gotta tell you, hygienics are next to big
Got a lot of
penix.
stories to tell you.
But
When you're older. Much older. I don't even know where to begin.
well, okay, you know what? Let's start now. Why don't we? Get to start things off so I can.
Potato, potato, my little big potato. My potato, my potato, my little bunny potato.
Good morning.
What a
Good
big
morning to you.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Potato, potato. Yeah. I really am enjoying taking my time with this bit because it's like in spite of the trials and tribulatories, you know, you get your cottagecore lesbian romance storybook ending. With the lovely sunsets and the field of wheat, like this is literally the ending that George and Lenny were fighting for the entirety of Mice and Men. Y'all read of Ellie? Have you ever read of Mice and Men? It's a very good story. It was by the author's name was shoot, I don't quite remember, but I think it was John something or rather. I keep mixing them up. It's either John Steinbeck or William Gordon. One of them did Lord of the Flies, or was it King of the Rings, or Fly of the... Anyway, and see, let me tell you a story. You know, yeah, we're gonna tell JJ a little bit of a storybook ending time right now. So there are these two brothers by the name of George Milton and Lenny Smalls. Now, Lenny Smalls was an interesting character because he was small by name but big by nature in more ways than one. As you'll soon see, because this man was built like width dimensional wise, like a man was built like a brick shit house, as they say, a unit of sorts, even like massive refrigerator body, 6 foot tall, smells like beefcakes and sweat in the morning, and now the thing with that is though, Lenny not too bright. He was not Joe, George. George was the brains of the group, and Lenny was the muscle. They was out on the lamb, you see, because one time Lenny accidentally did a manslaughter on a lady with a red dress, and so George and Lenny was just out and about, going from farm to farm, house from place to place, until one time they found a big old butter farm right in the middle of nowhere, and there's Curly. There's Curly's wife, who's always looking for Curly, but never finding Curly, because she doesn't seem too interested in Curly. Seems more interested in being part of the town cat house, but that's neither here nor there, because we respect women's rights just as much as we respect women's wrongs. And, and that leads us to the fact that eventually, after many misadventures of varyingly cute and uncute situations, Lenny accidentally killed Curly's wife. And this was all when him and him and George were talking about, the rabbits. I want to pet the rabbits, George. I want to save up with you so we can get our own butter farm and feed the rabbits. And and if the cats try to get at the rabbits, then I snap their damn faces off. And just describing a bit of animal cruelty, but it's less cruel when Lenny does it because he kind of has brain of a 2-year-old. Despite being a grown-ass man. To borrow a phrase from Ruger Rabbit, you might say Lenny caught a terminal case of the tards, to put it that way. Terminal cases of the tards. Terminal tardaciousness. Anyway, oh my goodness. Oh my sweet baby G-spots. Okay, that is not very... Okay, that should do it. So, as I was saying, JJ, after George found out what Lenny did again, and the entire town square was after them, like they were hunting for Lenny with pitchforks and firearms all across the butter barn. But then George decided, hey, Lenny, let's just go somewhere else, we'll find you a new place at a new time, a new way. And we'll get the money for the rabbits and the farms and everything. All we good. George was like, and Lenny was like, yeah, I can see it, Joel. I can see it behind me right now. And then, at that point, George shot him in the back of the face when he wasn't looking. And that was very heart-wrenching, to put it mildly. But it had to be done in a way, but also it's very sad because it could have been avoided in certain ways and not in others. And it's a tale of life and death and small town problems and big town problems. And but at the end of the day, George couldn't handle it taking Lenny all over him anymore. And because some burdens get too hard to bear sometimes, and when you can't bear certain burdens for too long, then and everyone else just wants to make it harder for you to be all forgiveness like, then sometimes it feels like you don't always have an option, even though you rightly should. But at the end of the day, the moral of the story is do not accidentally kill Curly's wife. I'm sure there's other things to be gleaned from that story, but you know what, JJ? I'm going to tell you the stories as they happened. And don't you worry, despite multiple character deaths in Lord of the Flies, it does have kind of a happier ending. In that, at least one of the main guys doesn't die, and most of them don't. So, yeah. Sucks to my brother Piggy, but that's neither here nor there. That is for another time. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy that story time from Joel Beyond the Grave Storybook Moments. Let's get going now.
All right, little spud. We should go check on Mama.